Coming up tonight on Motorhome Happiness YouTube channel, James Riley does a presentation with the amazing Motorhome Matt from thatleisureshop.com. It's coming up, guys. Hi guys, it's James Riley again from Motorhome Happiness. Hope you're all keeping well. So guys, tonight I'm going to show you the vlog of me and Motorhome Matt, of us doing a presentation about Motorhome Happiness. We did this at Malvern at the Schwana show in August last month, and I can't wait for you guys to see it because I think it's amazing. So I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope you guys give me some positive comments. So if anybody would like some comments, please leave them below, and thank you again, and I shall see you after the vlog. See you later guys, take care.
And we've been lucky with the weather, probably a bit too hot, but we can deal with that. I'd rather it was that than pouring with rain, hey? Anyway, this next session is a focus on Motorhome Happiness, which is, are you all familiar with the Facebook group Motorhome Happiness? Are you all in it? Yes, we are. So we're going to discover James, who's great to have him with us, and James's story. So James's story is fascinating. I've known James for a few years now.
3 years now.
And it's been great to get to know him and why Motorhome Happiness came to be about. But just before we start, I want to commend to you the annaboutlive.co.uk website. It is a brilliant resource of motorhomes, camper vans for sale, a campsite database. There's so much information on it. Please do check it out. It's a great compliment to these shows. Annaboutlive.co.uk, they bring us this show and the Advice Centre. So, can we have a very big warm welcome to James Riley from Motorhome Happiness. Here he is.
Thank you very much everyone, welcome.
Are you going to do a dance?
Well, I'd rather not, no.
Are you a good dancer?
Well, yes, especially when I'm in the motorhome.
You very... I've seen your motorhome, it's not that big.
No, she
So
isn't.
James, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your backstory.
So, my name is James Riley. I'm 37 years of age. I have autism and ADHD. I live at home with my mum and my little dog Angus, who's very, very excited little puppy. We live in a lovely village called Whitburn, and a few of my members have been where I live because it's a lovely seaside resort, especially when it's sunny, not raining. We live in a 3-bedroom house in a lovely little street, which can be very nice, but we are happy where we lived. We've lived there for 18 years. I got diagnosed with autism and ADHD at the age of 25, which was in 2013, and it feels so long ago now.
So can I pick your brain on that a little bit? Is that okay? Because
Yep.
you did say you're quite happy talking about this.
Yep.
You were diagnosed at quite an old age.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 is not old. But increasingly, children of school age are being diagnosed as being somewhere on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Why was it until you were 25 that you were diagnosed with ADHD and autism?
Because autism and ADHD wasn't around when I was a kid, so
Right.
I was classed with severe learning difficulties, which was fine. And I went to a special school as well when I was a child, which I absolutely loved. I was there from the age of 6 till the age of 19. It wasn't just a school for me, it was a happy home. And that's where I developed as a child and into a young adult, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because autism and ADHD wasn't heard of, so, and then they got the specialist people involved, and then autism came alive, and that's when I...
So can I ask, what kind of challenges were you facing at school then? That meant you say you went to a special school?
Yeah.
So was it a school for naughty kids?
No.
Were you misunderstood as just being the naughty kid at the back of the class?
No, it wasn't a naughty school. It was a school for people with special and additional needs, and kids who were disabled, like in wheelchairs and everything. So it wasn't a very naughty school. Far from it. It was a lovely little school. We were classed as a little house with a big family. That's what we were classed as.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, and what kind of needs were identified that you had then, which meant you went to this school?
Because when I was a young lad, I wasn't really communicating with anybody. I was attached to my mum 24/7. And my mum knew there was something wrong because a few years ago when I was a kid I had a fall and I had my arm like that. And the doctor says there's something really concerning because it was a fracture. I would have been screaming in the house, but there was just me holding my arm like that. And that's when the doctors and nurses came in, had loads of tests done, and they couldn't find anything. And then I went to see this doctor in 2013, and then all of a sudden I was diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and I felt like, wow.
And what age did you have the issue with your arm? 25?
No, it was when I was a small child.
Right, okay.
Probably about 18 months.
Oh, right, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so did the kind of academic system, did it serve you, or were you just a misfit with the academic system that the schools employed? So, you know, were you able to keep up with the school work that you were presenting with?
I was kind of like the kid who knew everything, if you know what I mean, because like I was into like ICT, computers, and I was a bit of a whiz kid at that. So
okay.
So I knew good things for computer. I knew how to design a website and everything when I was a kid. But I did have challenges. But the teachers who helped me over the years were really, really good. So I mean, I didn't think it was like a misfit of a naughty school, but no, it was just
I asked that. Let's come at the screen a minute, then we can see it. I asked that because my eldest daughter has Asperger's. And she was diagnosed while she was at school.
Yeah.
And so she's similarly on the scale. And we managed to get a diagnosis before she went to secondary school. And the school were fantastic. She went to regular secondary school, but they allowed her to go in a day early and walk around with her phone and get familiar with the school environment, because it was an alien environment, which was a big deal for Neve.
Yeah.
She went in and just waved her phone around and then said, yeah, it's fine, Dad. And you'd have no clue that she has these kind of challenges that other people maybe don't have.
Yeah.
And so are there challenges that you have that maybe other people don't have? Or have you just learned to deal with it?
I've just learned to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you have to do. You just learn to deal with it.
And how does your autism manifest itself? Other than being manic, as you are, but then we're all manic at some. We're all on the spectrum somewhere, aren't we?
Yeah.
And because I'm fascinated by this, James, because it's a big part of everyday life today.
Yeah.
And it's very much accepted.
Yeah.
That we're all on the scale somewhere.
Yeah.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah.
But I understand back then for you, it was not really understood.
No.
And so it's very normal for people to have an autistic tendency or an ADHD tendency. I was chatting to someone only a few months ago, and you'll all know who they are. I'm not going to name them. And he said, I've just told you he's a man. He said, I've been diagnosed with ADHD. I said, well, yeah. He said, I had no idea. He said, what do you mean? Well, yeah. I said, well, obviously you've got ADHD. Look at you. That's why you're so good at what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so hence I asked, for you, what behaviours do you have where you think, oh yeah, I'm doing that again? Is there anything specific?
No, not really, no.
No? Okay, that's good. That's fine. I just wondered if there are people here listening thinking, do I suffer with this? Because I think lots of us do. And the more accepted and normal it becomes, if I can use the word normal, but certainly accepted, then it sometimes can be very difficult to get diagnosed. And lots of people have gone into adulthood without any diagnosis at all. So it's great that you've been diagnosed. Yeah. And in doing so then, what support have you been given as you went through school? Obviously, there were different kind of lessons, I guess. Yeah. What support were you given at school?
Massive support.
Can you give us some examples?
They were like, this is a hard one for me. Can you elaborate, Mum?
Mum will remember.
Any problems I had with you, the school helped me deal with them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what I was dealing with at the time.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't diagnosed, so the school was amazing. We had 5 schools before he actually went to specialist.
Right, okay.
So the last one, that he couldn't cope whatsoever. He was non-verbal when he went to this school, and they learned to talk.
He's not now.
No,
I'm not. We can't shut him up. Oh. I mean, I'm hoping he's going to fill that SD card in that camera soon. I'm joking. So, and do you suffer with dyslexia as well?
No, just autism and ADHD.
Okay, fine. Now, so tell us...
And learning disabilities, of course.
Okay, yeah. So tell us the story then about how you were posting on Facebook, and in the motorhome niche, you didn't have a very good experience, did you?
No,
so before Motorhome Happiness began?
Yeah, I was in an anonymous Facebook group, and we were looking for ideas on what to get, what layout would we prefer, before we got the motorhome, and some of the comments were very, very horrible to read, and they were hurting me, they were hurting my mum.
What sort of comments? Can you share them?
Yeah, you need to go to a boarding school for your spelling, because I think you were a bit of a dyslexic, C-U-N-T and all that stuff. They were very, very horrible comments towards me and my mum. Telling me to get a life, telling me to get a dictionary. It was just like wow. Even though I reported it to the admins and the admins did nothing about it.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So that's an awful experience, James.
It was horrible.
I must admit, I've found that TikTok has a pretty low standard of etiquette. Do people find this? The Motorhome Matt brand is on TikTok, and sometimes I look at it and go, what? Really? And I was on someone else's channel, a podcast I did with them on their podcast.
Yeah.
And I was talking about my mum. And the last thing my mum said to me, she was in bed dying of cancer. And I said, Mum, I can't see you tomorrow because I was going to see a friend on the Isle of Wight. And he was actually in prison, but I didn't share that. And going to see him is a long day. It's a 20-hour day. And the last thing she said to me was, no worries, enjoy the journey. And the following morning, she passed away. So I didn't see her. And I've taken that phrase with me, and it's above our shop door when you go out. It says, in loving memory of Jill Sims. And, cool, mate, I'm coming over now. And I've taken that to mean, like, the life we live.
Yeah.
Enjoy because life is a journey.
Yeah.
And the torrent of abuse I got for sharing this story, he shouldn't have gone to the Isle of Wight, and they assumed I'd gone on holiday, I think. And I didn't share that I was seeing my school friend who was in prison on the Isle of Wight, but that didn't matter. And the abuse, it was horrible.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what it's like for you receiving all that abuse. So you then decided to take action and set up your own group.
Yes, I did.
And here comes Motorhome Happiness.
Yes.
And how did you set that up?
Come
on at the project. You just want to stand in the light. He just wants to be in the spotlight.
I wish I could. I was approached by an old friend of mine. He says, look, listen, why don't you start your own group? I went, what? Really? So the more I thought about it, the more I think I was going to do it. So it was 5 o'clock on the 17th of September, 2019.
That's ADHD right there.
Yeah, I can remember everything, remember the places that we've been. So I went in the van, I thought, right, come on, let's start something positive, and boom, it's just exploded.
So you started it, when was it?
September 2019, on the 17th of September.
Yeah, what time, yeah?
6:20.
You're ace, James, I love that. So you started this group, and I mean, I've started lots of things, and trying to get subscribers and, is hard work.
Yeah.
How many people are in it now?
105,000 members.
And that's incredible. How did you get it to grow so big in 7 years?
Because it's a very positive and non-negative group. It's about motorhoming, camper vanning, RVs. It's about the love of the life of a motorhome.
But so are lots of groups.
Yeah.
But they've got hundreds of people in.
Yeah.
What's different about Motorhome Happiness?
Because we don't talk about anything like politics. We don't do Brexit. It's all about motorhoming. That's what it's about. And it's about the positivity about it, and there's no negativity. We don't allow any bullying. We don't allow any nasty words, because we've got plenty of alerts on them, and if anything bad comes in, they get deleted straight away. And
so you're managing messages that go in the group. I have to say, it's a very helpful group.
Yeah.
I've posted stuff in there, and I'm able often to post answers to questions.
Yeah.
And I'll see someone struggling with something, and try and help them out if I can.
Yeah.
But it's a very accepting group, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
And when you delete a comment, do you block a user that's hurling abuse, or do you get 3 strikes? How does it work?
Not straight away. We do give them 3 strikes, and we'll give them warnings, and if they don't want to bear it, they're out at the 3rd strike.
Okay. And who polices that?
It's my admin team.
And how many people are in your admin team?
There's quite a few. probably about 10, 12.
Okay, I imagine you need at least a dozen to manage that many people.
Yeah.
And how many posts are you getting a day, do you know?
Probably about 500 a day.
Wow, goodness me. And the admin team are pretty much full-time on it, I guess?
Yeah, they're active 24/7 from Monday to Sunday, 24 hours a day.
See, I'm thinking of building a community like this, probably using Facebook, and we are in the process of kind of planning how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I think a sense of belonging is very important for all of us, no matter what your interest. You know, we're a niche interest, aren't we? And that sense of belonging to something is very valid.
Yeah.
And it validates us.
Yeah.
And you've managed to build that to quite a degree.
Yeah.
And it's not just a Facebook group as well, though. You built a CIC. Just tell us what that is. We've
turned our group into a business, which is a CIC, a community interest company. We have directors on board, and we also have an account lady as well. So they do the business side of things, and they do the money side of things. I don't do the business side of things, which is great, because I'm not kind of a businessman, so I leave it to the important people of the directors and the accountant.
Very sensible. So how are you're raising money, how?
Yeah, well, every year, me and my dog Angus, we do sponsored walks, all the way from Sunderland to South Shields, which is my hometown. I do it every year non-stop. I mean, when we get back home for our meet-up in August, at the end of August, I'll be going back home to do another sponsored walk, because I live and breathe motorhome happiness. I love doing what I do. I love sponsored walks. I love helping my company grow, because we believe what we do, and this is why I do it for. I live and breathe motorhome happiness.
We'll revisit the CIC in a minute, because we're going to talk about what it's been doing.
Yeah.
Because it has a strong purpose.
Yeah.
But you've also been going abroad. You were sponsored to go to France.
Yes, I was. Yes.
We'll talk about that as well in a minute. So this is a picture of you.
Yep.
With Tilly.
Yep.
Which is your motorhome. Who else is in this picture?
So this is our beautiful motorhome. This is my mum. And I don't know if you can see the lovely black figure, that's my little dog Angus. So this is where we did our first meet-up in Meadow Springs Country and Leisure Park, our first meet-up. And our lovely friend Judy took this picture of me and your mum. And I absolutely love and adore this picture, because it shows you what we are. It's got the main people who I need in my life, which is my mum and my dog and my motorhome. And I just absolutely love the people that's in that picture.
That's the first time I've seen Angus and he's not being noisy.
No.
Have you met Angus?
Yes.
What are you feeding him? Okay, so we're going to move on. So we talked a little bit about how it all started. Where was this? You started doing meetups.
Yes.
Where was this one taken?
This was taken at the Newark Showground for the Warner shows earlier this year.
Okay.
So when we have the field, I always set up with my big flags and with the lights attached to it. And I've also got my main little flags at the side so people can see where we are.
So when people come to Warner's show, they can choose to camp with the Motorhome Happiness group, like they can with owners groups and so on.
Yeah.
So you have a club area,
yes,
don't you? Yeah.
Yes, we have a club area. And this year we had 10 vans here as well, and it was a great weekend.
Can I just say you need to wash your roof?
Yes, I know. I thought that was going to come.
And then where was this one taken? So that's a lot of people.
So this is one of our meetups in Bishopton. This was at the Paddocks. And this is where we have our get-togethers when everybody first comes on. We'll get them set up first. And then in the afternoon, they come round for a game of bingo or a game of the bag raffle. Because we'll do like raffles and bingos and everything. And this is where our little get-together, where we bring tea, coffee, any kind of alcohol drinks. I like to bring me lemonade and Coca-Cola or my hot chocolate.
Okay.
So I don't drink any alcohol.
And is there a bowl in the middle? You put the keys in, or how does it work? No? Wrong group? No pineapples?
No, absolutely not.
So what do you do when you meet up then?
So we get people together, I do a little talk, and then we just do like a weekend full of activities. So like we do games as well, we do archery, and we do the bowls as well. So that's been a really big hit with the meetups this year, and the meetups as well, because we've got like We've got our own merchandise, as you can see, with the t-shirts.
You're
and hats.
always in a Motorhome Happiness t-shirt and hat.
I live.
How many of these shirts have you got?
I've got about 10.
Okay, I've got 8 of these shirts. Yeah. You're beating me. So, where do these meetups happen then? You say the Warner shows.
They happen at the Warner shows. They happen at the festivals. They happen at the campsites, up and down the country, wherever. Because when you try to organise a meet, you've got to try and find a right campsite or these wonderful shows that we attend every year, and we need to see, right, this is where we're going to be. You're more than welcome to come along. There's a number that you need to book directly to them, and we'll be there with the Motorhome Happiness flags, and we'll be there to welcome you on board.
So is there a cost to come to one of your meetups?
Yes, it's run by the campsite, but the campsite are quite confidential on prices and things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure, yeah, I understand. And this is an evening shot. This is a lovely photo.
Yes.
Where was this one?
This is still at the Paddocks in Bishopton. This is at sunset. It was just lovely chilling out night, and this was captured by Judy again, our Motorhome Happiness photographer. And she really does capture every single moment of the meetups, and everyone's just having a lovely evening around the sunset. And it was a lovely weekend as well. It was about 28 degrees up there in May.
Yeah,
it was.
And I bet you found that people that have come here have made friendships for life.
Yes, they have, absolutely. Everybody makes friends. Everybody is, when they all come up, they just make friends, and it's just that's what I'm giving back. Everyone's coming to make memories, and everyone's making friends, and that's what I want.
That's one of the things I love about these shows is people will come on their own. You know, maybe as a couple, we bump into someone else. We got common interests, haven't we? And I've made friends at these shows through the advice centre. And wider, around the campsites as well. And they're people I know I'll be in touch with for the rest of my life. And it's a great pastime for levelling people and bringing them together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Love that. So you also go to some festivals.
Yes, I do.
Look at that. That's not your motorhome. What have you done to Tilly there?
We'll give him an upgrade.
Yeah, you certainly did.
So this was at the festival last weekend. We went to Slumber on the Humber in Hull, and it was an absolutely fantastic weekend. I met some fellow YouTubers and fellow members as well. I think everywhere we go, we just get stopped by, "Are you James Riley from Motorhome Happiness?" I meant, "Yes, it's me."
You've certainly made yourself well known, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We can't ignore you. And then where was this one taken? There's another lovely group photo.
Yeah, this was taken last year at the Van Life Festival, which was another great festival as well. We went there twice, but the year before, the 23 was absolutely fantastic. I think last year it was all right, but it couldn't beat the first year, if you know what I mean. Because we had our own area, we had 20 vans, but this year we only had 5 vans there. Oh. But the year before we had a bigger field. So, and then we went to other festivals as well. So this year we did the Van Life Fest at the Hall. Absolutely fantastic festival. If anyone's never been to that festival in York, it's an absolutely fantastic festival. I would recommend you highly to go there to try it out. It's wonderful, even though we were in between the middle of a tree trying to cool down because it was very, very hot in mid-June.
Well, lots of the weekends this year have been lovely weather, probably too warm. So let's go back to the CIC.
Yeah.
This is something you launched which fascinated me.
Yeah.
Where you're nominating a family to have a paid-for holiday.
Yes.
By the Motorhome Happiness CIC. Tell us more about that.
So the nominees start on our website. And it's free to nominate. You can nominate your friends, your family, your cousins, relatives, any kind of people who you want to. Who do you think deserves a holiday? So it goes up onto the website. Then you select the holiday that you want. It can be a motorhome hired holiday. It can be a static caravan, and it can be like a chalet holiday as well. So that's the 3 things that you can choose from.
And so I really want a holiday. Can I nominate myself?
No.
Oh. Why not?
Because you can't.
Okay, and are there any special requirements then for the people that are being nominated?
No, absolutely not. No.
So it can be anybody?
It can be anybody.
Okay, now this next picture is a family who were recently... did they win, or how were they appointed?
Some of them, someone in our group nominated this family, and I know this family very well. This is Kevin, this is Rex, and this is Iona. They live in South Shields, but unfortunately last year, and these two children here have autism and ADHD, but sadly before Christmas they lost their mum to cancer, and he sadly lost his wife, and one of their friends nominated them to win the holiday, and they did win, and we sent them to Woodlands Waters in Lincolnshire. And they absolutely loved it, and they had a great time. And they said, "Thank you so much. It's really helped them and the kids, just to give them a break from life, because they really did deserve that holiday, because they've been through so much losing their
So
mum."
do you have a committee then that kind of look at the criteria of those that are nominated, and you decide the winner, as it were?
Yeah, because we've got a committee. Because I go live on the group, and we'll do spin the wheel. It's all number generated, and I go live on the group and I show them my setup. And then whichever ball wins the number, when the number comes up, and they go up on holiday.
Oh, so it's randomly selected?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And how often do you pulling a winner?
Karen, how many? Twice a year.
Yeah, and I guess it depends how much money you're able to raise as to what you can afford to do. Well, I'd love to go to Disney. Florida, that is.
Okay.
So just bear that in mind. All right, yeah. Now, you went to France in Tilly.
I did, yes.
It's important to say you were sponsored to go.
Yes.
So tell us about that trip.
So we were sponsored by Tyne Valley Motorhomes, and I thought, right, what can we do? I always want to go to France. I've always wanted to do the bigger countries, and I've never been abroad. I mean, you can class Ireland on a plane if you want to. And I've always wanted to do like different countries, and when we said France, we're going to do France, I was like a big kid at Christmas, because we spend the amazing 3 weeks in France with our beautiful mum and our friends Karen and Ken, who came along for the ride, and it was a great, fantastic 3 weeks. It was just.
Where did you go in France?
Poor. So we started off getting off the shuttle. We went to a place called Rouen.
Rouen, you'll find it's
Rouen. I'll call it ruined. So we went there that's where we started off our journey. And I must admit, going through all the small villages, you were expecting to see somebody, or even a soul. We went through like different kind of villages. We saw no one. It was like the living dead.
Really?
Going through every village. And I was like, is anybody even alive out here?
Does anyone live here?
Yeah. And it was just an amazing experience with me and my mum and Tilly, and we went to some of the most amazing places in France. So after Rouen, we did Disneyland Paris. Don't be jealous. It was a thrilling experience. I even saw Mickey and Minnie. Not to mention Donald Duck.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay.
But I've always, because like in the UK, like we've done Flamingo Land, we've done Lightwater Valley, and we've done Alton Towers and all that. But I've never been to a Disney one before.
Okay.
I was like a kid at Christmas. I was just like going and was like, wow, I'm here. Even though I won my motorhome happiness stuff, but it was fantastic.
Well,
anyway.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course.
That's the only clues you got.
Yeah. So then we made our way down to the beautiful place in France, was Lake Annecy.
Beautiful. There's a picture here.
Yes,
of Tilly,
there is.
Parked
And
by the
yeah,
lake.
she is. Now, I took this picture.
I can tell. You can't see the view, mate. You just see Tilly. There's a beautiful view behind that motorhome.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was...
If anyone's interested in buying a Swift Escape 664, this is what they look like.
So this was in the campsite at Lake Annecy, and we were blown away by this campsite. It was attached to a beautiful restaurant on a beach, and wow.
I can tell.
Yeah, it was just... But what got me when I was walking out with my mum, we went for a latte and a hot chocolate, I mean, as you do on holiday. But we didn't get the coffee machine out, so we went to go and explore. But the scenery was just astonishing.
I think the first 8 hours going south in France is rubbish. And then you start... Have you found this? Yeah, it's just boring and flat, isn't it? And then suddenly, these hills just start to grow up around you.
Yeah.
And it becomes this. And
Yeah.
it's stunning, isn't it?
And what I love about France, the roads are so different and they're so smooth. You can tell you're not in England.
Yeah, no potholes, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah. I mean, if they did do it, if there was any potholes, they'd just do it up straight away and do it all like normally.
They do. They're on it. And did you stay only on campsites, or did you explore some airs as well?
We explored some airs, which were fantastic. Some had facilities, some had electric, and I think there was one or two spaces that they didn't. So, and the one that we did was right on it, like the beach with like loads of boats and geese and everything. So it was actually quite nice, but there was no electric, but which was fine. And it was just a lovely little place to stay. And I think it was about €10 a night.
Wow, €10 a night. Can you find a campsite for less than £10 in the UK?
No.
I think we would. Yeah.
No.
So would you go again?
Yes, absolutely. In a heartbeat. I would pack my bags and walk in now if I could.
I don't blame you. And where else is on your plan to visit in Chile?
European-wise, we would like to do Spain. I'd like to do Portugal. And I would like to do like Germany. But I would like to go further above and beyond. I'd like to do like Albania, Croatia, and all that kind of stuff. So
basically everywhere?
Yeah, basically everywhere in the
Albania,
UK.
I've never done Albania, and that's on my list. I'd love to be... Has anyone here done Eastern Europe? Bits of it? Romania, Georgia, Jordan? I'd love to go to Israel. Not at the moment. I'll give it a pass at the minute. I love red wine, as you know. And one of
I'll probably go to... what's that thing you just said? Is it Reza? Not Reza. Israel. I'll just go past and leave them a sticker.
Well, you can give them a motorhome happiness. I'll take one with me.
Okay.
But one of my favourite regions for red wine is Lebanon, and it's a bit of a mess at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'd love to head there in the motorhome.
Yeah.
I met a lady called Rose. I've shared this story before, and she bought a tiny little motorhome from us. It was smaller than Tash's little van. And she said, "Do you reckon I could get insured if I go to Afghanistan?" And her husband passed away and he hated motorhoming, so she bought this little thing and went with her little terrier, Ted his name was. And I said, I very much doubt it. And then we didn't see her for 2 years, and she came back. She was 86 by this point. And we said, how are you? Where have you been? She said, yeah, I've been all over Eastern Europe, went to Afghanistan. She said, I got to Russia. In this little Roma home, and then she had a 2-year tour. So there you go. You can get to Russia if you want. You can drive there, uninsured. It's worth saying, but yeah, she was in her late 80s now, and she's still with us and still going strong. Her Roma home's struggling, but she's doing all right. So alongside the Facebook group, then you've got all this other real world stuff going on where we can meet up and community can get together. But you're also on YouTube, on Instagram. You've got a lot else going on. What else is going on?
So I'm on Threads, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. It's all free. You can follow me and subscribe to me. It doesn't cost a single penny. Just make sure you like and subscribe, which would be great. And the reason why I do YouTube, it's a distraction away from the business side of things. So when I'm not dealing with business, I like to just grab my camera and just go out and about and just film what I can, really. Because I just love what I do. I just love posting things of like, if it's not the motorhome or if it's not out and about at home, you know, it's just a great thing.
And would you say, as a result of finding all this and doing all this, you found your mojo? Have you found a bit of purpose in life?
Yes, absolutely. I found a real purpose in life, and it's motorhome happiness, and it's my motorhome with my mum and Angus.
I think if we cut you in half, it would say motorhome happiness through his middle, like a stick of Blackpool rock.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, James, that's been really interesting. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yep.
Sharing a personal story is quite difficult, as I just found out, talking about my mum. And it is tricky, isn't it? But you're an inspiration, the fact you just went ahead and set up this group, and you have built this massive community where you're giving people a chance to feel a sense of belonging. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
Are you happy to take some questions?
Yes, if anyone has any questions.
We won't shut him up, I'll warn you now. If you have a question, we do have a microphone going around the room. If anyone's got a question for James. I think you've blown him away. I've got a question. So we're about to try and build our own community where we can give the Motorhome Matt podcast viewers a sense of belonging. That would be my value for doing it. What was your biggest challenge in building it?
The biggest challenge is trying to keep it as a very positive and non-negative group. That was the main challenge, is just to try and keep everything nice and happy, and and not like a very negative kind of way, if you know what I mean.
Is that because your audience are a bunch of miserable buggers, or?
Well, yeah.
I mean, not everyone's rude, are they?
No, absolutely not. No.
So was the challenge then about policing comments?
It was with the comments as well, but it was some of the posts as well. The posts could be quite a bit like
cutting.
Yeah.
It's the keyboard warrior syndrome, isn't it? It's easy to hide behind a keyboard, and I often say we are a group of people with new batteries in our keyboards and time on our hands.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to just drop a grenade of a comment, and we get it, and I'd see it, and yeah, I've got pretty thick skin, but every now and again you go, what, really? That's pretty rude, and yes, I'll block them. And do you read lots of the comments on the group and on your YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
And do you respond to them?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
yes.
And if it's a nasty comment, what do you do with it?
I screenshot it and send it to Karen.
Ah, okay.
Because she's the boss. She's the main director.
So you've got a team policing it for you? Okay.
Yeah, 24 hours a day.
And how often are you getting a nasty comment based on 500 posts a day?
Not really now, because it's well managed, because we've got the rules in place, and it says, look, please be nice, please be kind, please be respectful to all different members. There is a rule saying if you don't obey the rules, you will be gone. Yeah. And I generally believe in that, because it costs absolutely nothing to be kind.
That is very true. Thank you, that's a great comment. Does anyone have a question whilst we're here with James? Otherwise we'll wrap up. I know James would love to talk to you afterwards.
Yeah.
Just my word of warning is, don't look him in the eye. Oh. You won't get rid of him.
But I would like to tell how we got the motorhome, if that's all right with you, Matt.
You can, yeah, by all means. So this is Tilly.
Yes, this is Tilly. I'm a Swift Escape 664.
So I missed this, so I'm sorry. So tell us about Kevin, your brother.
So my big brother Kevin, who is 43, just gone, and he was the one that helped me buy the motorhome. He was the one that says if anything goes wrong, he'd be there. And so it was before Christmas, 2019, and it was just after Christmas. Sorry, my little nephew came. He's called Dayton. Don't know why the name, but I love the name. I think it's great. So he says, Nana, Uncle James, can I come to yours? I'll bring my laptop. We'll do motorhome shopping. I went, right, okay. So he came up, brings his laptop, and Tilly, who we've got now, it was the first motorhome we've seen on the Auto Trader. So he sent it to me. I sent it to my mum, and I sent it to Kevin. And by 4 o'clock, the deal was done. He says, right, Mum, I've got the motorhome, but you have to go tomorrow morning, leave at 6:30 in the morning to go and get it from Burnley. I was like, okay. So my mum did all the insurance bit. So the next day, I got up at 6 o'clock because I had to look after the 2 previous dogs. I said to my mum, go and get the motorhome. We'll make our plans. We'll do what we want, and safe journey. And she left at 6:30 in the morning, and she didn't get back till 11 o'clock at night. Right. Yeah. Right. So when she came back on the motorhome, I couldn't say anything because it was pitch black. So I went to get the motorhome, put it on Kevin's drive, and then the next day I got up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I got up and straight up, and once I stepped in the motorhome, I was like, hello. And we just had that special connection from day one, and then in the afternoon, my mum says, right, come on, we're going to go motorhome shopping. I think we spent like £600 on stuff. It was like, well, get what you want. So we've got like knives, forks, quilts, and motorhome bedding and everything. So we've put our mark on it. And but sadly, in 2023, after the Van Life Festival, my big brother Kevin suffered a catastrophic head injury. He slipped on his coat and fell down the stairs. But I'm not going to go into too much detail, but all I can say now, he was given 1% chance of survival, and they said, planning his funeral, he's not coming out of it. But the doctors did say there's 2 things on his side, which was his age and he's fit and healthy, so I will carry them 2 things. But I can successfully say now, he's out of hospital, he's out of rehab, he's now back home with his beloved wife and with his daughter. And he's severely disabled now, but he can't do anything, so his full-time carer is his wife and his daughter. But on the plus side, he's home, and he's still here, so I'm really, really glad about that. It's been a traumatic time for me, my mum and the family over the past 2 years, because it was really, really touch and go. Because we thought we were going to lose him at one stage.
I bet, yeah. And there's a big life lesson in all of that, isn't there?
Yeah.
For all of us, is seize the day.
Yeah.
Life is short and it's precious.
Yeah.
And you've got to make the most of each other.
Yeah.
And as you say, it costs nothing to be kind.
Yeah.
So before you post that comment anywhere, just take a second, because life is too valuable. And I
would recommend that make sure all your stairs are clear at home, and even and the stairs are clear or in the motorhome as well.
The ADHD kicks in.
Yeah. Because the weekend he was due to go away.
Right.
In the van, and we were quite not glad, but I'm glad that the accident happened at home, because it would have been a stressful time if he had his accident in the motorhome. So it was a bit less than it was at home, because he was found. So yeah, but he's here. He's still here, which is the main thing.
We all send our love to Kevin.
Thank you
to all your family. James, thank you so much for coming up and sharing. It's a great story.
Thank you.
And an inspiration for those of us thinking, maybe do I create some kind of online community? I know lots of people here would love to. And there's lots of reasons that we kind of give up.
Yeah.
And you didn't, and it's still going strong.
Thank you.
It's still growing. So do give it a follow. Join the group. It is a really friendly group, I have to say. I can say that first-hand experience. Can we have a really warm welcome? Thank you. And a round of applause for James.
And if anybody wants to meet the famous Motorhome Tilly, you're more than welcome to do so. We are directly behind the stables and the YouTube section. You're more than welcome to come and see the famous Motorhome Tilly. Come and get a selfie with her.
Absolutely. Bring a mop and a bucket of soapy water. Yeah. The roof needs cleaning. James, thanks so much.
Thanks, Matt.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Guys, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all the team at Warner's. This has been a brilliant weekend. Is anyone here going to the next show, which is down the West Country in Shepton Mallet? Yeah, I'll be there. It's my local show, so hopefully we'll see you there. Are there still camping tickets available? There are, and of course day tickets are available too. So warners-shows.co.uk, and you get all the details. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you again.
Right then, guys, there you have it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If anyone has any comments, please comment below, and thank you for watching this vlog. I've been James Riley. I've been Motorhome Happiness. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I shall see you lot on the next one. Take care. Bye.